Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Greg. Welcome to the channel, greg.thunderwizard.com. If you'd like a Thunder Astrology reading or a 9 World Rune reading, I had to think about that for a while. What is the website? But today I'm going to be talking about the movable signs in Vedic astrology. They're also called the cardinal signs in Vedic astrology. And my usual chart here that I've been using. And these are the movable signs. We got Aries. And where do we go here? Cancer, Libra, and then we got Capricorn. So the movable signs are all about action, taking action. They have impulses to do things. They have direction to do something. They got a lot of ideas going on in their mind, and they really want to go out and accomplish things. So in a higher sense, they can make really good leaders. They're full of that action. When they get off balance, they could, let's say, step over other people along the way. They could harm people. They could appear insensitive towards their goals. And, they just want to go accomplish things. Or they could also burn themselves out with too much movement or mind stimulation. They could burn themselves out. So that's what goes on with them. So let's see. When it comes to the Aries being a movable sign, these people are Mars. They're ruled by Mars, and they're fire, so they're already full of action, full of energy. Fire is all about action. It could represent, getting hot-headed, but it's the first house too. This represents the head. These people are full of a lot of ideas. They're full of a lot of energy, a lot of they make good motivational type leaders. So they're really stimulated to really move, go out and get things done, really show that leadership quality towards other people. They can be very logical too in their thinking. So when they see that someone else is, let's say, succumbing to too much emotion, they know how to bring out that energy of logic and really bring someone back down to earth, really help people. When they're getting off balance, so they can appear really insensitive towards other people's emotions and really just blow them off and make people feel unloved and stuff like that when they're off balance. But they really make a good leadership quality. These people are really fueled with a lot of energy, a lot of action towards doing whatever they want to do. So then we get to Cancer. Cancer is a water sign, so these people are really stimulated by the emotions. They represent that fourth house. The fourth house represents the mother. Mother qualities represents the home, bringing the home vibe to other people. They're really concerned about the harmony between other people. They really sense what's going on with other people. I'm a Cancer, so when it comes to these people, they're really interested in really making sure that people are emotionally balanced. They want to really know what's going on with other people, their friends, their family. They, even if they don't want to know what's going on, they can feel it when they're around them, or even when they're just talking to them on the phone. Something's going on. They feel it. They're concerned. They want to help. They could even just help just by being there. Just by listening. These people really bring that homely energy, that really caring, nurturing, motherly type of energy towards people, and they're really stimulated too to do things, to go out and get things done. When they get off balance, I'm thinking about myself right now. It can be like an example of being off balance. They got a lot of stimulation. They want to go out and do things, get things done. Like when it comes to house cleaning, I know sometimes I'm trying not to do this anymore, but sometimes I'll just I want to clean up, and I want to do it all today. I'm going to get it all done. I'm just going to eat breakfast and I'm going to clean it all up. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do my laundry. I'm going to do it all. So I start getting going and I start moving really fast. And, next thing I know, I'm like halfway through and I'm burning myself out. It's like, man, I can't do this. I'm going to have to do it, wait another day. I caught myself doing that a lot. So I don't do that anymore. Now I just do sections, clean the house up in sections. Also, when they run into conflict with people too, the same thing when they step away from those people and they're at home or whatever. It's on their mind. They're thinking about what happened, the situation. They're contemplating, okay, what if this has got to get balanced? How am I going to approach this person and say something in a way that's not gonna piss them off? So they can get into contemplation about, what if I say this, and if I say this, and what if I do this? They're getting into their mind too much, which I've done this before. I'm sitting around thinking about how I'm gonna rebalance the relationship that I'm having with somebody. How am I gonna say this? And then I start getting into what's gonna go on in the situation. They might really say this, and then I'll say this, and I'll say that. Like, I'm getting too caught up in my mind and thinking about what's gonna happen. So they can burn themselves out with that kind of thinking. Or their ideas too. They have a lot of ideas about doing something. I could do it this way. I could do it that way. Next thing you know, they're burned out, or they're sitting there for a half hour thinking about things, and they don't end up doing nothing. So that's what goes on with the Cancer. When it comes to Libras are ruled by the seventh house. Seventh house is all about relationships, especially marriage, but it's also business relationships. This is a house of love. This is a house of balance, period. So Libra really represents that seventh house. They're an air sign. They're stimulated with a lot of ideas. They're movable. They're taking action. They're really searching for that harmony with other people in business and especially relationships. Libra's ruled by Venus, which is love of good food, love of art, poetry, music, beautiful decorations, that kind of stuff. So they're really, they take action towards finding that balance in their life. And, they have those ideas stimulated of how to attain it. When it comes to them being off balance, they can be getting too caught up in their own idea of what a relationship is, and that vengefulness, or that wanting too much admiration from other people, and they're not getting it, and they really sticking to their own beliefs, what's going on. That's what could happen with them. It's the trip that what's his name, Hitler in Vedic astrology was a Libra, and you can see this guy, he was really fanatical as far as like being an air sign into his own ideas, and he wasn't seeing things clearly. He wasn't bringing balance. He thought he was, but he wasn't. He had the whole idea of the pure race and all that bull, and in the end, he didn't get what he wanted. And he, that was someone that really was motivated with action towards doing things, what he wanted to do, but he ended up not accomplishing what he wanted to do. Burned himself out, burned other people out too with that energy. He killed a lot of his own people fighting wars that they were going to lose anyway. And so we'll go over to Capricorn now. Capricorn is an earth sign and a movable sign. So this is like the one that's most stable when it comes to the movable energy signs. Capricorns are ruled by Saturn. They're an earth sign, so they're very stable. The 10th house is all about work, the reputation in the workplace. These people are really at charge towards their own goals, really working towards things, hardworking, really organization, patience. They have that focus. When Saturn's really focused, they got good judgmental powers of perception. When they get off balance, they can be really ruthless with people. Again, they can appear insensitive towards other people. All of the movable signs can do that. So they can be really ruthless. They can appear rude to other people. They can really share their opinions in a harsh way towards other people when they get off balance. When they're really on balance, so they really got that strong leadership quality, and they're paying attention to detail, and everything is just full-on organization, and nothing's going to stop them. Earth is really stability, and Earth is really hard work in and of itself. But then you get Saturn with Earth, and that's what that 10th house represents. You get Saturn or the Sun in the 10th house. You really got some good energy going for you when it comes to work in the outer world. Like the 4th house represents your home. The opposite of it is the 10th house, which represents how you're viewed in the outer world. Same thing with the 1st house too. It really represents you, and the 7th house represents the other person. So those are the movable signs, and just like I was talking about the fixed signs, they're 4 houses apart from each other, and each one has its own different elements, whichever way you go. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. And the next signs I'll be talking about is the mutable signs. And anybody wants a Thunder Astrology reading or a 9-world rune reading, go to greg.thunderwizard.com. And guys, have a good one. Peace.